And we're dreaming. What's up, guys? Mathers here with another episode of Classy Friday. I realized it's been way too long since I played some RU, so what I did was threw this team together of Pokemon that I really felt like using, and I'm going to find a battle. We got a Virizion Peaches, one of my favorites ever since Black and White. We also got Flygon, the defogging Flygon. We got a Rest Talk. Alright, we get our first win. Anyway, we got a Rest Talk, Escavalier, Assault Vest, Seismitoad, Choice Specs, Steel Trapping, Magneton, as well as a Life Orb, Sigilyph. So we easily scratch up a win right there, scratch it on the board, and we will find another one. Alright, we got one. This guy's got Ambipom, Gallade, Camerupt, which I assume is Mega Camerupt, Alomomola, Scrafty, and Tangrowth. So very threatening team. Very, very threatening. Unfortunately, no steel types to trap. Probably not the greatest idea because there's not a lot of steel types down here. Except for, like, Scavalier, obviously. But anyway, I feel like I should lead with... I have no idea. I didn't really plan out a lead for this thing. I'll just lead Sigilyph, because Sigilyph has so many coverage moves for everybody. Oh, I should have known he was going to need Ambipom. Should have known. So I'll go right into my Escavalier to take that fake out fairly well. And then I will go for... I'm just going to go with Mega Horn. I don't think Swords Dance is really worth it right now. He's probably going to U-turn or something. Last resort, wow. Can we land this Mega Horn? Of course we can't. Of course we can't. Fortunately, last resort's not doing a lot. But you know what? I want to rest anyway. As it actually switches into the Camerupt. Crap. Well, at least I could go into my Assault Vest Seismitoad. It's a pretty solid counter to Camerupt. Unless they're running HP Grass, which, I don't know. There's lots of different hidden powers that Camerupt seems to run these days. It actually pulls a double into his Gallade. I'm just going to click Scald here. Hopefully we get a burn, basically. Like I would go into a Sigilyph, but the knockoff is definitely very obvious. Ah, he's running the Leaf Blade. Wow. Not bad. I haven't seen that in a long time. I have not seen that in a long time. Wow. Fair enough, my friend, fair enough. I'm just going to click Air Slash here. It puts in a lot of work on his entire team, thankfully. I decided to go Ambipom and gets hit with an Air Slash. And this time I'm going to go Magneto on the fake out. And take it pretty well. Fearing the low kick or something, so I'm going to go into Buggerton. Okay, he pulls a double into his Scrafty. It's fine by me. Buggerton is in. I can go for Sleep Talk. I still have 2 rounds of this, I believe. Yeah. Goes for the fake out. Does it Sleep Talk? No, it doesn't. That's fine. Goes for the Drain Punch. Gets a crit. Of course. Goes for the... We get the Swords Dance. We go for a Mega Horn right here. Pulls a switch into the Camerupt. How much is Mega Horn going to do? Oof, that does a lot. Unfortunately, it does outspeed us right now. So I'm going to go into my Flygon, which is my other Mega Camerupt check, I should say, not counter. Does go for the Flamethrower. That does way too much. As I'm just going to go for Earth Power, though. Pretty safe to go for an Earth Power. It'll take out the Camerupt and put some damage on the rest of his team as well. As he goes Alomomola, that does a clean half, as we actually get to Defense Drop as well. So I am going to go for a second Earth Power here. Goes for Protect. Kind of get some HP back, but because of the Defense Drop, it doesn't really make a difference, unless you want to switch now. I'm thinking about roosting because I'm at 40% and I do have Life Orb. but I'm gonna go for it anyway. If I can take out this Alomomola, which I can, then that is totally worth all the damage I take. You could definitely go Ambipom and go for Fake Out, although he would die to Life Orb if he did. And I would be able to just switch into... Okay, he goes Scrafty instead. Huh. I'm just gonna... Ah, he does have Fake Out. I should have thought about that, but whatever. I'm gonna try to Roost. His Dragon Claw. Wow, this guy's got all the coverage moves here. I'm gonna go Buggerton then in that case, because I do resist the Dragon type move. As he does predict that and go for the Drain Punch. Fortunately though, it's not really doing that much, and I can just click Mega Horn here. Should be doing a nice amount of damage to his entire team. Probably even KO the Camerupt, especially since it's only at 27%. As he goes into the Ambipom, if we... Of course. But I'm just going to click Rest here if he wants to just go for Fake Out and go down to Life Orb, but that's fine. Well, not really fine, because now he has a free switch into like Camerupt or something. Might be a speed tie now. Theta, Camerupt, Theta Escavalier. It is a speed tie at this point. But what I might do is just sack Flygon. I think I will. Yeah, Flygon is my least useful thing, so I'll let it go down to the Flamethrower, and then go into Sigilyph. I think would be fine. Psychic is pretty powerful. It should be able to take this thing out, as it does. And now, what does he have to come into this? I don't think anything outspeeds. Scrafty comes out. Yeah, the problem is I don't think Air Slash will finish him off. But what I can try to do here is go into Peaches and get the attack boost as he goes for the Dark type move. Alright, Fake Out. Whatever. I would go for a Swords Dance, but I'm pretty walled by the Tangrowth. So I'm just going to go for a close combat. As we're almost able to take out the Scrafty. Let's see what he goes for. Drain Punch. Huh. Close combat is another, it's just fine to go for. He can definitely switch out to either of his Pokemon right now or after the Scrafty goes down. And then I should be able to go to Escavalier either way. So just go to Tangrowth and it takes that up, eats that up fairly well. And what I can do is go with Escavalier on this thing. Should be pretty safe. Let's see what he does. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. We're immune to that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As I'm just going to click Mega Horn. I don't really need the Swords Dance. I just need damage on whatever comes out. As the Scrafty comes out, can we land it? We can land it, but it's not enough to KO, unfortunately. But if I could just land another one, go Fake Out, right? Does he have... No, does not have leftovers. Goes with the Drain Punch. It's not doing enough as long as we can just land this, which we do. And now we're pretty looking good. We're looking good. Just gonna rest on the next turn, I think. Yeah. Just with a knockoff. These are my leftovers, but I am able to rest. So that's good. If I can just get a Swords Dance, then a Mega Horn, that'd be beautiful. But if I know anything, I'll probably just get a rest. I get the Swords Dance. All right, that's one of two. Let's get a Mega Horn right here. Thing is, Tangrowth is so physically bulky that I don't think even a +1 Mega Horn will finish it off, especially because I'm not attack invested, or not as attack invested. But he just has to forfeit anyway. I suppose that's fine. Yeah, I just basically had to bring out Sigilyph at some point and just go for Air Slash to finish him off. I just needed a little damage on both of them, and that's pretty much all I needed. But that was a good battle. That was fun. I will positively find another one, guys. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? We're back with another battle. It actually hasn't loaded yet. Oh, he's got an Aeron. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I forget what the strategy behind this thing is. It's shell bell or sturdy stuff. I'm just gonna try to scald it. Can we get a burn? Burn, 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 burn. Oh, no burn. Let's knock off its shell bell then. Shell bell gone. Goes for the iron head. Gets a crit. And let's trap it in. Let's trap it, baby. Boom. Done. GG. Well done, my friend. That was good stuff. Alright. He leaves. Let's just get another one. I don't need to bother pausing. Alright, so we get one. This guy's got a Jolteon, a Steelix, probably Mega, Almastar, Gallade, Golbat, and a Druddigon. Alright, interesting, 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 interesting. I'm going to lead Magneton just so I can try to Volt Switch on the potential Almastar lead, maybe. But he does have Jolteon and Steelix, which both happily take electric type moves. So that's something I need to be watchful of. The Gallade leads. This thing does outspeed me, unfortunately. Not a great start. Not a good start. I don't really have a safe switch in. I guess I'll switch into Sigilyph, predicting the fighting type move, and I'll eat that up. Air Slash. Which does a lot of damage as he goes for the knockoff and takes us out, but we do get a lot of damage on the Gallade, which is something. Should be able to go Buggerton. Although I'm kind of walled by Golbat and a Steelix. But I'm just going to go for Mega Horn anyway. Just goes for Drain Punch. Gets a crit. Wow. We're able to land the Mega Horn though and KO the Gallade. And unless this thing has Fire Punch or something, then we should be able to rest. But I don't know if I want to bother resting on this. I'm just going to go Flygon, as I'm able to dodge the Earthquake, and I'll go for an Earth Power. As he didn't Mega Evolve, he might have just tried to hold on to a Sturdy, or maybe just forgot to do something, or maybe he isn't even a Mega. Who knows? He could be running Sheer Force Steelix, as Earth Power is able to take him out, so he must have been running Sheer Force because he's not running a Sturdy. So the Steelix does go down. As now he's left with a potential Jolteon switch in with HP Ice. He could go into Druddigon, but if he does, then I just drop a Draco on that thing. Almastar will take an Earth Power. Golbat could definitely come in, I think. Golbat and Jolteon are probably his two safest switches right now. Golbat would be defensive switch, Jolteon would be more offensive. We'll see what he wants to do. Alright, he does decide to go Golbat as more defensive switch. As I'm just gonna go Magneton. I'm pretty sure Magneton should be able to kind of wall this thing. It's immune to the Toxic. The only thing it could probably really do is hit me with a Super Fang. But I don't really mind. Goes for the Toxic, and we are immune to that. As I'm just gonna try to Volt Switch. If he goes Jolteon, that's fine. If he does go Jolteon, yeah, pretty easy switch for him. But I'm gonna go Seismitoad here. As he's probably just gonna go Shadow Ball. That's probably the only move he has to hit Magneton with, besides HP Ice. But like HP Ice doesn't really hit that hard, obviously, because I think does he still resist Ice? As he actually pulls a double into Druddigon. I think that's fine with me. As I kind of want to just go for a Scald. Go for a Scald Burn. We miss out on the burn, but the outrage just takes us out, so that must be banded. But that does give me the opportunity to drop a Draco on this thing as he is locked into outrage. So hopefully I land it. I do land it, so down goes the Drudagon, which is nice. And now he's left. Omastar is going to come in. I don't really want this thing to set up a free Shell Smash, so I am just going to go straight for Earth Power. Just get damage, which does a nice amount of damage. Let's see what he goes for. He does go for the Shell Smash, which is something I was afraid of. So I'm glad I did go for damage there. Let's see. He's probably running Ice Beam, Surf. I don't know. What else? But I'm just gonna go for another Earth Power. Hydro Pump. We're able to get taken out. He does have a little Life Orb too, so he only has 2 more hits left. I'm gonna go Magneton. Probably don't know if I could live a hit, but I'll try. As he's running the Earth Power, okay, that's good to know. So I'm gonna go Buggerton. I am max special defense, so hopefully I could live a hit and maybe get a rest off. But either way, he's going down to Life Orb right now, and then I can come in with Peaches and potentially put in some work. Hopefully. Yeah, I might just lose to this Omastar. This Omastar just might have just punched a big enough hole in my team that it can finish me off. But if I can just get a rest off here, that'd be pretty beautiful. Earth Power does take me out though, so it's down to Peaches. Let's see what we can do here. Dang, I hate that Shell Smash. It's just so powerful. I'm just going to go for close combat here. He's probably going to go for HP Ice, and I just don't want to Signal Beam. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that damage there, taken the defense drops. But he can go for another Signal Beam here. Ooh, that does way too much. That does way too much. Alright, the Golbat's going to come out. The question is, does it have a Brave Bird? Is it going to take me out right now? Do I go for the Stone Edge or do I try to go for the Swords Dance? I think I have to go for Stone Edge, as it doesn't quite take him out even with the crit, as he goes for the Toxic. Okay. We have the Lumberry, so if we can just land another Stone Edge. We do land another Stone Edge, so we are able to get the victory. Peaches gets me going, and we are able to win this RU battle on Classic Friday. Whew. That's one of my old phrases from back in Black and White UU. Peaches, the Virizion, was one of my favorite Pokemon back then that I used all the time, and it was really good. And so the phrase was "Peaches gets me going." That's why I said that, because Peaches got me going. But I'm gonna save that replay, so I'm gonna pause it till we get another one. All right, guys, we're back with another battle. And this guy's got a Dugtrio, Flygon, Jolteon, Gallade, Cofagrigus, and a Golbat. So I need to watch out for that Dugtrio because it can completely wreck my Magneton. So I can't really do much with Magneton until that Dugtrio is gone. Cool thing though is that like majority of the rest of my team deals with the Dugtrio fairly easily. Let's see. I think I need to get rid of the Cofagrigus, maybe the Golbat. Yeah, I think Virizion can put in a lot of work here. Unfortunately, my rest talking Escavalier doesn't really seem to be doing that much, because he does have the Cofagrigus and the Golbat, which will easily take the Mega Horn. Sigilyph could probably put in a lot of work. I think it could, maybe. Not against the Jolteon, though. Against everything else. I'm going to lead with Buggerton. Why not? It's Dudley Dugtrio. I had a feeling he was going to do that, which is why I just wanted to lead with this. I'm just going to go for the Mega Horn as he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And we land it, bringing it down to its Sash. I'm just going to go for it again. I feel like he might be the reversal set. Who knows? And I do dig it, just so you know. I am Diggletdreams up in here. As he does switch into, what's it called? Cofagrigus. Yeah, the Will-O-Wisp is super obvious. Will-O-Wisp is super obvious. So So I'm going to go straight into Sigilyph. It's definitely super risky because he could definitely not go for the Will-O-Wisp. But he does go for the Will-O-Wisp. As I can, I guess, go for the Psychic. I'll get a lot of damage off on this thing, which is really what I need. As he goes to Infestation, interesting. Not really his best play because I am able to 2-hit KO with the Psychic. And he doesn't really have a safe switch in either. So I'm just going to be able to go for Psychic again here. He could have gone for a knockoff or even a Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball, anything like that. And it would have done a lot more damage. But hey, whatever you want to do, right? As a Psychic is able to 2-hit KO this Cofagrigus, which was really nice for my Virizion and my Escavalier. I'll be able to put in a lot more work now that that thing's gone. Magneton, still can't really do much, so I'm not really scared of that. I almost just want to go for an Air Slash here, but this thing will be really nice against the Golbat. So I think what I'll do is go into Buggerton. Yeah, I'm going to go Buggerton. Buggerton can take a hit from this thing pretty easily. Even a knockoff, I don't really mind. And I'll just go for a Mega Horn, basically. See how much damage it can do. It doesn't really have a switch in. He kind of forces him to the Golbat, and if he does go Golbat, that is when I'm going to bring in my Sigilyph and just go for another Psychic. So that's the plan. As he goes for a Drain Punch, unable to finish me off as the Mega Horn almost finishes off the Gallade. But he is going to be able to hit me with another Drain Punch, which will finish me off, unfortunately. What I could do is pull a switch into Sigilyph right now on predicting the Drain Punch. But that's really risky. He could predict that and just go for a knockoff. Knockoff might not KO me, though. I'm going to go for a Rest. Because either way, I get a safe switch in. So he does go for the Drain Punch, so it would have been a good play if I had gone into Sigilyph, but now I'll just go into it now anyway. And I can just click Air Slash. Finish off the Gallade, and now he's basically forced into Golbat, maybe Jolteon. Well, actually not Golbat. He probably forced into Jolteon. Maybe if he's running a Scarf Flygon, he'd go into that. But yeah, here comes the Voltacular, as I'm just going to go straight into my Seismitoad, because they don't usually run Hidden Power Grass, they usually run Hidden Power Ice. So I should be pretty safe. He's taking a while to pick his decision. He could double, I don't know. He does go for the Hidden Power, which fortunately is revealed not to be Grass. And I'm going to go for a knockoff here. Just it'll KO the Dugtrio, get rid of the potential Scarf Flygon, get rid of the Eviolite on the Golbat, and also put in a lot of damage on the Jolteon. So in comes the Flygon, we're able to knock off its Life Orb. Hopefully it's the same set as the one I'm running, that'd be nice. I'm just going to go for Scald, it's my best play. As he goes for the U-turn instead. Let's see what we get here. The Golbat decides to come out. Can we get a burn? We get a burn, which is nice. And then I could go for a knockoff right after this. And just try to get rid of this Eviolite. I think it's probably going for a Toxic or something. Yeah, just go for the Toxic. I don't mind that too much, as I can knock off this thing's Eviolite, which is really nice. Once I get rid of this thing, that lets me put in a lot more work with my other Pokemon. Actually, though, the Jolteon is kind of a threat, so I think I might have to save this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight into my Sigilyph here. Goes for the Roost, that's fine, as I can just go for a Psychic right here. I think he might be choiced on his Jolteon just based on the way that he went for Hidden Power Ice on me instead of Volt Switch or something. I guess he was trying to predict the Seismitoad though, but so it really could have gone either way. But Jolteon does come out once again, and I kind of risky to go into this thing because it's really low. But actually I could go into I can go into Magneton. I think I will do that, because the Dugtrio is gone. So I can just come in and go for a Flash Cannon. Be able to eat up any of the hit. Oh, maybe not that hit. Crap. Yeah, he's able to take me out with the Shadow Ball, unfortunately. But what that does give me is a safe switch into my Seismitoad, where I can go for a Scald. It'll get damage on the Jolteon if he decides to stay in, and it'll get damage on his other 2 Pokemon as well, as he does pull a switch into the Golbat, taking not too much from that, but he does also take burn damage too. So I'll go straight into my Sigilyph here, as he does go for the Roost, and I can just click Psychic here, and it'll do a lot of damage to his whole team, taking out the Golbat, which is nice. You could definitely go back Jolteon here pretty safely, as I almost just want to go straight into... Wait, does Frisian outspeed Flygon? I think it does. Yeah, Verizon's at 108, so that's useful. I think the least useful thing on my team is probably my own Flygon. So I'm going to do that. As he does go for the Shadow Ball. If he's locked into that, that could be nice. I'm just going to drop a Draco, though. As he is not locked in, he is not choiced in any way, as he is able to take me out. So what item is he running? He's not running a Life Orb. He's not running Choice Specs. He might be running a Assault Vest or something. I'm just going to go Virizion, because I know I could take a Hidden Power Ice fairly well. I'm just going to click Leaf Blade here. Just get damage on this thing, basically. Or get damage on the incoming Flygon, and should be able to 2-hit KO, honestly. Because I do outspeed, as we are able to take out the Flygon. So that does eliminate his switch-ins for Jolteon. So I probably could eventually bring in my Seismitoad and finish him with an Earthquake, depending on how much that Shadow Ball did to my, if I even took a Shadow Ball. Did I ever take a Shadow Ball? I don't know if I did. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't know if I could take one. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm going to go for a Leaf Blade here, as HPS is not doing enough, so I should be able to just finish off this game with another Leaf Blade. Peaches once again gets me going, taking out the final Pokemon Jolteon as we get the victory. Not bad at all. Peaches, you're a champ, and I'm so glad you got me going. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Classy Friday. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, because we're putting out videos every day here at Diggletdreams. And if you haven't been doing it, make sure to keep it classy. But other than that, keep dreaming, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.